jumping on the camera with me and sharing your experience. So you've been doing the Antiox T8 weight loss program. Tell me a little bit about the program and why you invested in it.
Sure. So for me, it was 21 days, which is a reasonable commitment and a reasonable time frame.
Right.
It was an opportunity to reset a lot of different things in my body. So whether it was going to be how my body was responding to food or hormones or anything along those lines, those are my main goals when I came into it.
Right.
So initially, I started out with the 3 days of juice and then all raw foods.
Right.
Which were great, and they were provided for me, and I loved them and learned that raw food can taste really good, better than probably sometimes cooked food.
Yes.
But most importantly, what I learned was how my body responded to the food.
Yeah.
And then also like how I could use food to actually benefit me, right?
Yeah.
So where I could use it to my advantage to get energy in the morning, or where I could use it to not create a cumbersome feeling in the evening.
Absolutely. Awesome. All right, so what were your favorite part about the program so far?
Yeah, so a couple of things. One, the juice is awesome, and the fact that you get to pick really your favorites and get going on some of those.
Yeah.
The second, probably most favorable thing for me is being able to try different foods.
Okay.
I'm not one that explores a lot in the kitchen, but I love good flavor and good taste, and the food has been awesome.
Right.
And then the third thing, and this is the long-term, a sustainable one that I get to take with me, is the ability to really understand how I'm responding to certain foods.
Right.
And to really do things that are going to help fuel me to, have the most energy or be at my highest performance every single day.
Awesome, yeah. It's so as far as goals, a lot of times when you start programs like this, people go in with having goals in mind.
Yeah.
Did you have any goals, and were those goals met?
Yeah, so I had 3 goals that I had set for myself. The first one was to understand how my body responds to food.
Uh-huh.
The second one was to get control of my hormones, because I have started to have migraines that are thought to be hormonally driven.
Yes.
And I wanted to find a balance in my hormones and really take control of that instead of being dependent on medications, which I haven't taken for them yet, but I didn't want to go to that point.
Awesome.
And the third was actually weight loss. So I really wasn't coming in with this high goal of weight loss. I was going to be super realistic about it, but yet that's been a secondary byproduct that's been super beneficial to actually lose weight in the process, but to also gain these other things like I lost all of the bloating. I don't have these lethargic feelings after I eat. Like I would eat, and then an hour and a half later, I'd feel like my body was just bogged down with what it was trying to process. And I wasn't eating terrible before, I just wasn't eating them in the right orders.
Right.
And so I was able to learn how to do that, and then how to use things like juice or natural foods to give me energy.
That is wonderful, Antiox treatment.
Yeah, I think there's one thing about the way this treatment is structured that's different than maybe what I've experienced in other environments, and it's different than what I would have experienced had I tried to do this on my own. And that's that it's actually coupled with this total wellness approach, right? So it introduces not only what you need to do from a fueling and a, just kind of understanding how your body's responding to foods, which was important to me, but also at the same time, I gained this awareness of other things that I could be doing to strengthen, right? The massage portion of it helped me gain range of motion in a shoulder that I had injury from December of last year I still had not made the gains to get all of my range of motion back, and I gained lots of range of motion there.
Awesome.
And then the steam treatment is actually one of the things that you don't realize, right, that is actually beneficial to you until you experience it and you see the byproduct of it.
Awesome.
So I would have never sought those. I absolutely would have sought massage.
Right.
But I would have never
steam.
sought, the steam or the infrared on my own. I never would have sought that out. And so the ability to couple those in and to have them work together has been super beneficial as well.
Right.
So.
And that's the thing. It's 21 days, and we're able to concentrate all of these different things on the body, and then the body loves it and it responds favorably in a short span of time. And then most of all, we're looking at it as far as lifestyle, so that way it's something that you can realistically continue to do and continue to get results as you progress day in and day out moving forward.
And then by the 21st day, you've changed enough of your taste buds that you find different things that you like, and they become your staples, right? So now you're at a point where you can start continuing with the things that you know you love, and reintroducing the things that you want to have in, like maybe a baked potato, for example. So, yeah.
Awesome.
Good.
Well, thank you so much, Carrie Beth, for jumping on and sharing, being so candid about your experience, and allowing others to share, to understand and know what we're doing here.
Yep,
Thank
perfect.
you much.
Yeah, thank you.
All right.